What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danikin Aquatics. Hey guys, I'm coming to you live tonight from my lower fish room, from my little Signatus Shelly tank. And I'm hoping, I just fed them so you guys can see the action in here. I have baby fry as far as the eye can see. They are absolutely everywhere. All three pairs in here all bred out at the same time. So I've got tons of these little guys everywhere. And it is awesome. There's another little guy right there. I've been feeding them some first bites tonight. They love that stuff when they first are born. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys a back view of this. This is our 50-gallon lowboy that my wife turned into a Signatus tank. And she has lots of little dwarf Sagittaria, couple smaller Nubius, and a couple other plants in here. Sagittarius, I think, is one of them. I forget some of the names. I do apologize. I'm not the plant guy. I'm the fish guy. Anyway, I don't know what you all have for the weekend planned, but mine's pretty much all fish. Just set up another 135 in the other makeshift fish room. We're starting to get them all to put up, and those tanks are actually going to probably stay where they're at. Most of the tanks that are going to be in the main fish room are going to be transplants from upstairs and whatnot. We have like 15 10-gallons still to set up, 2 or 3 30s, couple 40s. And then I've got a bunch of stuff to transfer from upstairs, a couple of 75s, 100, couple others. So anyway, but this tank is starting to establish, and we are starting to get tons of babies, which I am completely stoked about. And yes, we have a lot of snails. Don't really have any plagosmuses or any of the algae eating type of critters in here, so we're using the snails to be that. They're fun to have around. Oh, here's a little guy right here. There he is. Just a cute little bitty Shelly. Absolutely an awesome deal. Look at that little guy. Anyway, I mean, I kid you not, as far as the eye can see, they're absolutely everywhere in here. We got Shellies everywhere. And we did have a pretty good colony of, it was either Cyclops or Scuds that were in here. They seem to have went down by quite a bit now. So my guess is that the fry of these guys have been doing, there's a nice male right there. And sure enough, he's trying to entice this female already again. Don't really need any more babies for a little bit. Let these guys settle in. But I'm sure one of these three pairs will probably decide to go at it again. So I'm sure we'll be culling babies here after a while. I figure this tank's probably good for about 20 to 25, and that's about it. So anything more than that, I'm sure my wife's going to want to sell. Which we take most of our stuff to the wet spot out in Portland. They always seem to give us a fair deal, and I know that they're good people, so I try to make sure my fish go to somebody I know is going to take care of them. If you're not familiar with the wet spot, I'd highly suggest you give them a look. They're awesome, awesome people. They take the time to quarantine their fish before they sell them to you. I'm going to give a shout out to both Cameron and Steve, and then Andy Newton's working there now as well. Hello guys, my Tiger Turquoise Discus you guys gave me earlier today is doing awesome, and I appreciate y'all showing me the love with my Fire Dragons as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do the video and pay attention. I kid you not, every time I look there's another 3, 4 of these babies everywhere. Here's another male up in the front here, looking like he's getting ready to clean out a nest again. But that's what they do. They just keep their little shells perfectly clean. Got to make the lady like them, you know. There's another little baby. And here's two more little babies. Actually, you know, I think I got a couple different ages going on here because I see some of them are pretty long already. But I lost count at 40 or 50, and I figure I think it's a safe bet to say we got 60 to 70 in here probably at this point. They'll grow out in here, and then, like I said, we'll probably end up culling some of them and take them off to the Wet Spot or a couple of other pet stores in town here. I always say Wet Spots, not that that's the only place I go. It's just that's where I do 90% of my business. And if you guys know me, like I said, I might be a little pro-aggravated to the Wet Spot. Anyway, there's my plug for today. Anyway, I'm going to give a shout out to all my Greater Portland Aquarium Society people. As you all know, there is no meeting this month, July. It's going to be a cookout get together at Roland and Kimberly Holtz's house. So we will be picking back up with the guest speakers and whatnot in August. Speaking of which, that's a whole extra month of people's stuff I'm sure they've been gathering. I myself have already, with Roland, picked up a real nice 125 setup along with a bunch of plants. And I think there's a couple of big logs in there, some Nubius on the logs and whatnot. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up on Wednesday, Tuesday. There's a young lady that contacted our club again. She's telling me the tank is 4 feet long. She's not real sure how tall, but sounds like another big tank. So if you guys are looking for big tanks, August, second Sunday in August would be the auction to be at. And I can tell you right now there is going to be a ton of plants at that one. In this 125 that we went and picked up, there was just tons and tons of plants. So if you're looking for plants, again, this is the auction to be to. I will give you reminders long before that comes. But if you are a Greater Portland Aquarium Society member, or you would like to become a member, you are more than welcome to come to the cookout at Kimberly and Roland's house. We will put a link on our site. When it gets closer to the date, I will give you a link. I just got to check with Roland and them and make sure it's okay. I put their address on the internet because a lot of guys don't like that. But it's usually a good time. If you want to come hang out with a bunch of fish geeks like ourselves, you'll have an awesome time. And Roland knows how to throw a party. He has big old disco ball and all kinds of PA stuff. I mean, he used to be I think he used to be a DJ or something. I'm not sure what that was about, but he's got a killer setup, so I'm sure it's going to be quite the party. Should be a good time. Anyway, guys, got excited about all the new Shellies and was getting ready to turn them off for tonight, so I figured I'd share it with you. There's one of the females saying good evening. She's saying, good evening, fish people. Anyway, she seems to, like I said, they all just seem to be very, very happy. Oh, wow. Let me see if I can home in on her. She's flaring back there, so she's getting ready to try to breed again. Look at that. That's what they do when they're trying to show off for a male. The females do it especially, like this gal, because there's another female in her general area. She's just trying to assert dominance. See that? They're both trying to say who's who here. So you got a couple of females fighting over territory there is what that was about. And then the males are quite a bit larger, quite a bit more stripes on them. I love their blue eyes. Like I said, this is the Signatus Shellies. They're a little harder to find. And as always, if you're looking for some, the Wet Spot almost always seems to have them, and so does the World of Wet Pets out in Beaverton if you're out in the west side. They are hard to find, I will tell you that. My wife and I waited quite a while Steve, the owner of the Wet Spot, and was able to find me some and got them for us, which we're very grateful. He's always pretty good that way. If you have something in particular you're looking for, he has a way to find them. Your best bet is, though, is just to call Cameron at the Wet Spot and tell him what you're looking for, and I'm sure he can get you hooked up. Only reason I mentioned Steve so much, he is part of our Greater Portland Aquarium Society as well, so I get to talk to him on quite a regular basis, and he is a very knowledgeable guy, especially with the Africans. He's been to all 3 different lakes, I believe. Whoa, wow. I don't think I've seen that kind of aggression in a while out of these people. She is a little feisty tonight. I don't know what her deal is. Yeah, she's wanting to fight. Anyway, yeah, she whacked that old girl pretty good up there. I never seen them go at it like that. They are African, so I mean they are very territorial. But I've never seen that kind of aggression out of Shellies before. But they are flared up, so that's probably part of it. They're probably going to start breeding another batch here. Anyway, I won't keep you tonight. This is Kenny E. with Danikin Aquatics. As always, love your fish. You all have a great night, and we'll be talking to you soon.